Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. On the handoff, it's Achane. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
A give left side. Here's Achane. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Achane. Able to avoid him. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened. The timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that time.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. And they're almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces is good.
All right, just checking.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a first down.
Well, sometimes, Brad, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A chance for Waddle on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a run by H.M. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And now right out of the 2-minute break. We'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go.
This defense should run bounds when they're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, H.M. And he gets us to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd down. And no timeouts at their disposal here, so he gets up and spikes it to stop the clock. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Here's 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. He finds some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's 1st down. They'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Oh, man, that could wind up being the key play of the ball game right there. Defensively here, you know they've got no timeouts. You've got to keep them away from the sidelines. Here, not only do they get the big yardage, but they get out of bounds as well.
Gibbs fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down, goal to go. Again, it's Gibbs. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
York on now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a start to the season. This has been back and forth. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This is 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. Here's Achane to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Now Tua. This is caught by Waddle. Now he's loose again. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they had been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their